Welcome to the session where we are discussing the subject solid mechanics. So this is the lecture number 3, Introduction to Tensor, part 3. So in the previous lecture we have defined the second order tensor and some initial notation like Kronecker delta. Okay, now today we will start with another symbol, that is permutation symbol, or it is also known as the Levi-Civita symbol, and this symbol is defined as epsilon ijk, and this epsilon ijk equal to 1. So that means if ijk is an even permutation, then it gives plus 1 value. Even permutation means like this: 1, 2, 3 in clockwise direction, 2, 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2. So these are the 3 even permutation, and you will have 3 component. Similarly, this epsilon ijk gives -1 if you have odd permutations of ijk. That means 1, 3, 2 or 3, 2, 1 or 2, 3, 1. So these are 3 odd permutation combination and it gives -1. So this is also 3, and all other combinations gives the value 0. That means other 21 components. So that means this epsilon ijk have 27 components, and 3 is 1 and 3 -1, and all other components are 0. Now this epsilon ijk have very important role in solid mechanics. You will see in the subsequent lecture what is the use of this epsilon ijk permutation symbol. So there are lots of applications. Today I will discuss some applications, like a vector product can be written as u cross v. You can see you have two vectors u and v, and if you perform the vector product, so this vector product can be written as in determinant form. Sorry, it will be determinant, not matrix. It is determinant. So e1, e2, e3, u1, u2, u3, v1, v2, v3. So you know this thing, u cross v can be written as like this, where e1, e2, e3 are the unit vectors along x1, x2 and x3 axis respectively. Okay, now in initial form this u can cross v written as like this, where epsilon ijk into ui, vj, ek, where ek is the basis vector, where k stands for 1, 2, 3. Similarly I, j are also varies from 1 to 3. Now if we take an example for kth component, say k equal to 1, say k equal to 1, so that means we can write this as this. That means epsilon ij1 u1, sorry, it will be I, ui, vj, e1. Okay, now if you make summation for j equal to 1 to 3 and I equal to 1 to 3, that means for I equal to 1, j equal to 1, that is 1 1 1, so that means it gives 0. So I equal to 2, j equal to 2 2 2, it gives again 0. So that means only this value, that means I equal to 2 and j equal to 3 and k equal to 1 obviously. So that means these are the values we can take, that means epsilon 231 into u2 v3 I2 j3 plus epsilon 321 u3 v2 in bracket e1. Now this epsilon 231 gives the positive because it is even permutation, and this 321 is what permutation, so it is minus. So this is the first term of this cross product, because this is the cross product and it gives the vector. So e1 is the unit vector of this component, so that means this is the first component of this vector u cross v. So that means we can represent a cross product in initial form like this. Okay, so you need to keep in mind this thing. Okay, now this can be written as in component wise, that is u cross vi, that is epsilon ijk uj vk, it is component wise. Okay, now another applications is the determinant of a matrix can be represented as like this aij. So this is the matrix, this is the matrix. Now is the determinant. So a11, a12, a13, a21, a22, a23, a31, a32 and a33. So these are the 9 components of a determinant, and this determinant can be represented as this, that is epsilon ijk a1i a2j a3k, and similarly this can be written also like this. Okay, so this k3 will be like this. Now if you perform the scalar triple product, that means you have 3 vector u, v and w. So if you take the cross product of u and v and then you perform the scalar product with w, then gives the result. So this is the result. So this can be written as like this. We have already seen that this u cross v written as like this, dot this w written as wm. Now this wm is a scalar quantity, so it can be written like this, and this ek dot em can be written as chronicle delta km. So delta km is a chronicle delta, so ek dot em. So this is the definition. This is the definition of chronicle delta, and this comes from chronicle delta, that is delta km. This is nothing but chronicle delta. Okay, so this can be written as this, and similarly this delta km into wm, it is nothing but wk from the property of chronicle delta. So this scalar triple product can be written as like this, and finally you know this is the determinant of this representation. Okay, now another initial notation, that is epsilon ijk with another epsilon mnk. So if you have this type of operation, then this, so this is the transformation from epsilon ijk epsilon mnk to delta. It is a transformation of from Lebesgue symbol to chronicle delta. So this is important identity. Okay, so you need this identity in the subsequent lecture. Okay, today is up to this, and in the next lecture we'll see the coordinate transformation. Okay, thank you.